Hi, my name is Lydia Waganini. These are my 5 audience members. Alright, so today's topic, I would like to talk about how to believe in yourselves. I want to inspire you guys and motivate you guys into, believing that you can do what you want to do. So, yep. And I first want to start that off with a question that you've probably been asked before, and it's the number one thing, is what inspires you the most? Who are you inspired about? What's something that you admire about someone, or what's someone that you want to be, something, a career, or anything that you want to be in the future? So if that inspires you, I want you to think about that, and I want you to use that to motivate you today. And as well, another thing that I would like to add towards that is, in order for you to be who you want to be, to reach success, it first starts with you, and you don't have to be anyone else. You don't have to change for that. In order for you to reach success, in order for you to actually accomplish something, you don't need to be a different person. You don't need to change who you are. So that's first thing first. And that's a comforting reason, because some others think they need to be something else. They need to have whatever they need in order for them to start. And it just starts with you, and that's the number one thing. And any qualities that you really want, it's within you that you need to bring out. All right, and then I would like to bring about a motivational speaker by the name of Tony Robbins, and he starts with a topic of like how to believe in yourself. And he says, in order for you to believe in yourself, or the process to believe in yourself, it's kind of like, he just describes it as running a race uphill. And in order for you to run this race uphill, you need fuel, right? So this fuel that you need is, just in general, the people that you surround yourself with. So who you surround yourself with is a big motivator and a big factor towards you actually believing in yourself and accomplishing something. So don't surround yourself with like negative Nancy's. Don't surround yourself with people that are degrading you, that don't believe in you, because that's going to be what you think about yourself. So motivate yourself, surround yourself with people that are motivating you, people that uplift you, people that are positive, people that when you walk out of the room, you feel inspired, not people when you walk out of the room after talking to them, you are just drained. You don't want that. So, yeah. And as well, I would like to bring about another motivational speaker, and her name is Angie Bellmer. She's someone that really inspired me through dark times, that really motivated me, and she brought about this topic, and it's called the labeling rule. And this labeling rule, it talks about if you label yourself as such, you will act as such. So if you label yourself as lazy, if you label yourself as being depressed, having anxiety, or whatever it is, you will act as such. So in other words, in contrast, if you label yourself as being successful, if you label yourself as being highly motivated, you will act as such. So make sure that you're not just labeling yourself, because you will eventually act as such, and you don't want that. So think about the positive things about yourself and bring about those qualities that you need. So yeah, those are the 2 motivational speakers that really uplifted me and really motivated me through dark times. Another thing, lastly, like to conclude this, I would like to ask you guys to envision yourselves. So envision the one thing, like the question that I asked in the beginning, what inspires you the most? What truly inspires you? What motivates you? And I would like you to envision yourself. Envision yourself attaining that career that you want. Envision yourself being that person that you would like to be. So look at yourself and look at yourself successfully doing it. So an example for me is that I would bring about is I want to be a nurse within like the next 2 years, or possibly even sooner. So I would envision myself working in the hospital and being good at my job, inspiring my patients, taking good care of my patients, making sure they have a smile on their face. That is one thing that I would envision myself, and be as detailed as possible. Be very detailed. Envision yourself doing things that really inspire you. So once you've looked at that, once you've thought about it, and once you've envisioned that, then that gets you towards the process of believing in yourself. And also to conclude this, I would like to talk about one thing that, really could connect you guys towards just the starting off towards believing yourself. And it was through a very dark time of mine where I just had no hope. And this time of mine was throughout COVID. So I had no hope. The world, they bring about theories as if the world was shutting down. And it was almost as if I wanted the world to shut down. That was my thought. I wanted the world to shut down. I didn't want to keep going. At that time I was in school, and it was really difficult for me to do certain assignments. So I was just really demotivated at that point. I didn't want to keep going. I didn't want to do any assignments. To look at my computer, it just drained me so much, and I didn't want to keep going. So I really had to look at what the problem was. And the problem was me. The problem was me. I had to look at myself, and I needed to change how I thought about myself. I needed to remove the negative thoughts and replace them with positive thoughts. And to start that off, I envisioned myself and I looked at who I really wanted to be, what inspired me. And I looked at myself being successful and being a nurse. And that's what really made me, you know, inspired and have the courage to keep going and do these assignments. So yeah, that pretty much, like, I hope that story really connects with you guys. Like, any hard times that you have gotten through, I hope you can use this, the labeling rule. I hope you can use Angie Bellmare. I hope you can use just different aspects of just in general moving forward, and Tony Robbins. I would like you to use that aspect of the, you know, running the race and all of those different things. Like, one thing that I would also like to add is, if you really want to be motivated, as I did myself, search on YouTube Angie Bellmare motivation. She is just the best motivational speaker ever, and I watched her through thick and thin. I watched her through the darkest moments of my life, and the way that she describes everything in detail is everything. The way that she talks about her own life and her own problems, where she had just graduated from college and she had no job, she had no money, she didn't have any aspirations or any dreams. She didn't want to be working for someone, she didn't want to be employed, she wanted to be an entrepreneur. The thought of working under someone was like a jail, like, for her. You know, she didn't want that. So that really motivated me, because her story really connected with me. And like, different things like that you look into that really inspire you, look into that. So yeah, that's really pretty much what I wanted to conclude this with, is, you know, just looking at different factors that really play towards inspiring you, who you would like to be in the future. For me, it's a nurse, and I would like to attain that career, and envisioning myself working in the hospital field and being a good nurse and being good at it and inspiring others is everything to me. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. I really appreciate you guys for taking the time today. These are my 5 audience members. They're still here.